So then, Machine Head, or pretty much Rob Flynn at this point, is back with another single, but does it fare any better than Do or Die? Let's find out now. This is their first single since Do or Die, which came out in October, which was released to, shall we say, mixed reaction. I personally wasn't a huge fan of that song. I thought it had some great riffs in there. Musically, it was great. Rob's voice sounded great, but the lyrics, yeah. And then, of course, Mr. Flynn went on a bit of a Twitter tirade, which also caused a mixed reaction, addressing all the haters of the song. But here we are with Circle the Drain, and we'll see if it fares any better. I'm pretty sure I remember that this song was recorded the same time as Do or Die. Again, we got Jared back on bass and backing vocals, of course. And also we've got Naveen Copperwise on drums, who's also known for his work with Whitechapel, Animals as Leaders, Animosity, and Entheos. I think that's the band he's in currently. Here I am, amidst Hurricane Dennis with a chest infection. Things I do for you, scum. Rob stated a while ago that he had an interest in putting out individual songs more often than not, sort of the same way that they used to do back in the day, like with Elvis and the Beatles and the Stones and everything, where they just put out singles all the time rather than putting out albums. Of course they put out albums as well. Where am I going with this? One thing that I did find quite interesting that was said by Rob recently on the recent 25th anniversary for Burn My Eyes. Of course, Rob was back with Jared, but also with Chris Kontos and Logan Mader for the original lineup. Apart from Adam Deuce, of course, you were missed, Deuster. He said that he and Logan had actually come up with a few song ideas together, so I'm very interested to see if they release any of those and if that will indeed be one of the singles that they were talking about. That'd be very interesting. I'd like to hear that. That'd be pretty cool. So, on to Circle the Drain, and in regards to the lyrical inspiration for this song, Flynn had this to say for himself. The song is inspired by an acquaintance of mine who returned from Afghanistan only to have his relationship fall apart with his girl. She had messed around with him, then got paranoid about him messing around on her and drove him crazy. We had a conversation on Valentine's Day and he said to me they were just circling the drain. The phrase struck. The phrase stuck. Flynn would then incorporate that phrase into the song that he was currently working at. I think it was called I Have to Pee, or Hurts When I Pee, I think it was called. They've done a video about it anyway. Two-part thing. I'll put a link in the description. But he also had this to add. I wrote it in a more metaphorical tone, as I didn't want it to be about my life, but to be about anybody's life who may be going through a rough time like that. It may not be a song that connects with everyone, especially those in a solid relationship, but if the day ever comes when your life goes awry, this song will be a lifeline for you. Something to help pull you up out of that dark place. The irony that he and I had the original conversation on Valentine's Day and now releasing it on Valentine's Day isn't lost on me. It really is the anti-Valentine's Day song. Damn right, another one of my own. Now, I'll get into my thoughts on the song in just a second, but I think it's also worth pointing out the single art that was released with this as well, because it's actually quite striking. It was created by a guy called Christian Sampson, and it was based around a photography series that he was doing based on mental disorders, ranging from depression to schizophrenia to insomnia. And apparently the title of the piece that was chosen for this single was called Panic. So, to the song. We start off with a rendition of what I like to call the chorus of this song. Now, at first I was thinking of Linkin Park comparisons, but upon closer inspections, I actually found that it was actually closer to Puddle of Mud, and even more closer, Blurry, their single, and I'm not sure either of those are good things. I needed to start running away. We're no good, it's me I'm trying to save. Treading water, we're just numbing the pain. Spinning round as we circle the drain, someone's coming. Pick the pieces up and turn it around. I bring the hammer down. We then tear into a righteous riff, however, slow, groovy, yet replete with those trademark pinch harmonics that are such a Machine Head trademark. The delving into this mighty riff, however, is cut short, as we once again plummet into the mud. Somehow I couldn't say to you the things to make it right. The words just came out wrong and then we'd end up in a fight. Because I guess I fucked up, messed this luck up, and I blame myself. Things build until Rob starts repeating these lines over and over. Get the fuck away from me! Get the fuck away from me! Get the fuck away from me! I've got a chest infection. Get the fuck away! I guess this fucking video's demonetized. My first thoughts on this section was that, much like Do or Die, it sounded quite juvenile, but after subsequent listens, I'm not so sure. Rob's always been a very passionate singer, and you can really feel that in this delivery that he's given on this song, and it actually segues really well back into the chorus, which I have to say I felt worked really well. Hearing it the second time around, following this section, I actually dug it a lot more, I have to say. We get another verse chorus section before going into a bridge of "Get the fuck away from me," before going into a final few choruses. Not much to it in terms of the overall structure. It's quite a traditionally structured song in many ways. But overall, I actually liked it. I didn't really get on with it the first time I heard it. I think I kind of prejudged it. I thought, oh god, here we go again. But no, it's actually not bad at all. I actually, I've listened to it quite a few times now, and it's kind of gotten better with each one. Like I said, the chorus works more the more you hear it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I was actually quite taken with this song. Not too bad at all. Rob sounds awesome. His voice really does sound great. And I think special mention has to go to Jared, who does backup vocals on this. He does the higher register stuff with the harmonies, I think is in the chorus. As I mentioned earlier, there's actually a 2-part making of documentary for this single that you can find on YouTube. And yeah, you'll see what I mean in that. But yeah, Jared does a really, really good job on this. And yeah, really, really good riff. Could have done with more of it. Yeah, overall not a bad song. So that's that. I just wanted to put a quick video out. Machine Head's always something worth talking about for me. I am going to film another video now because I'm well aware that we are well into the second month of the year and I've released nothing this year. Fuck all. So I'm going to do another quick video just regarding some stuff that I've missed, such as Sepultura, Lamb of God, Kirk Winstein, Isan, Code Orange. Yeah, won't be a particularly in-depth video, but I just wanted to share some thoughts on those. That'll be up in a couple of days. Next week we have the new Ozzy Osbourne album, Ordinary Man. I've heard some of the songs from it. Some of it's okay, some of it's so I'll be intrigued to see what the album's actually like proper, and I will do my best to get out a review for that. But yeah, we'll see how we go. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and all that, and I'll do a video sort of as and when I can do it.